So moving on to production, we do not intend to take the Carmi into production ourselves, but it has an excellent chance of moving to production due to its low-cost open pit potential, expansion possibilities, and the fact that it just lies right off Highway 33. There's absolutely no Aboriginal issues with it. Power, labor, water, everything is right there. It's like I say, open pit. It's on a plateau, even though it's in a mountainous region. You couldn't get an more ideal location for a mining environment. So we are, we will not be taking it to production, but we'll be looking for larger companies, individuals, whoever that to help us get there and either JV it or sell it outright. And the silver tip is more grassroots, but again, we think we can bulk sample it for some cash flow. And there's just the infrastructure at locations in proximity to mills for both. Just to point out the proximity of port, especially when you go into production with Carmi and Kelowna. I mean, you're not far. You've got railway systems and highways to Vancouver, and you're not far from the U.S. And so we just wanted to point that out. And there is also a picture of, this was an interview we saw on BNN in April 24th of an analyst thinking that moly prices could soar in late 2009, 2010 up to $30. So we're hoping he's right. This is the Hi-Ho management team, myself, Jamie, Thomas, and Peter, Thomas Murdoch, Peter Ball. They've all been part of the team for 3 years now. Tommy has been there since the inception, and we recently added Peter Robinson as a director, and he brings to the table about 25 years of institutional equity sales, which we'll rely on heavily going forward, and Christian Whitehead as an advisor to the board, who is a geologist. You can always use a geologist on your team, and has worked with Hawthorne, owns his own drilling company, and is going to be invaluable in that aspect. This slide just represents some of the investments to date that Hi-Ho Silver has made in their projects. There was historically $2 million worth of work done on the Carmi project for a total of, done by Placer Dome and several other companies. We have spent $2.2 million. We've issued 500,000 shares and cash to St. Elias for 51%. To earn the other 49%, we need to issue another $3.5 million and a cash payment of $500,000. And we would like to do that based on a buyout as well from a larger company, which we are actively pursuing as we speak. Silver tip, we have spent approximately 200,000 Canadian and issued 250,000 shares to Madman Mining for the acquisition of 100%. So these are some of the ideas we've been working on with the buyout of the Carmi, based on 17 cents per pound of in-ground moly. We have been talking to some Asian companies, and we continue those discussions going forward. This is just a return on investment that we've put together, how the deposit on the moly deposit could be, if you double or triple that the percent, and with the percentage of ownership when you base it on in-ground moly, $50 or 50 million pounds at $12. So it's in-ground asset of $625 million. If we can double it, price the in-ground asset doubles or triples according to that, as well as any price movement in moly. So the exit strategy for the Carmi is to deal it either after expansion or prior. We are open to suggestions and further meetings and agreements and so forth, and we continue on that in that vein. Okay, the top 10 reasons why we think is to invest in Hi-Ho Silver is the potential to increase the Carmi deposit, low-cost open pit whenever it does go into production, year-round access on the Carmi, power, water, no Aboriginal issues, moly at very low prices right now, which nobody believes will stay there. The Projects are in historic mining camps in politically stable environment. With Carmi, $2 million historic and $2 million by us. 188 drill holes plus our 32 drill holes of exploration total. And again, located in a stable, mining-friendly province of British Columbia. Okay, well, that concludes our presentation of Hi-Ho Silver Resources. I want to thank you all for joining us and encourage all of you to take this opportunity to post any questions you may have about the company. We look forward to your questions. For those of you who are watching this presentation at its scheduled time, please begin posting your questions now. Anyone watching this presentation outside of our scheduled times, please post your questions now and check back later for a response. On behalf of Hi-Ho Silver Resources, this is Fred Fisher, and thank you for watching our AGORACOM presentation.